Hello there and welcome back to our channel where we visit this Durham town, visit its castle, walk along the magnificent River Tees, and visit this wonderful waterfall and Gibson's Cave. Attempt to stroll across this strange bridge to visit Low Force. We head across Weardale and into Teesdale, where we visit Eggleston Gardens. Hello there, and welcome back to Campervan Moochings, or if you're new to our channel, glad to see you've joined us. Where are we? We are at Barnard Castle, and we are on our little mini tour to Durham and the North Pennines, staying at Middleton and Teesdale, and then following on from there we're going to go across to the Durham Coast and have a little trip down the coast. Jan's here somewhere with the doggies. I can find her. Oh, there she is. And two doggies are there. So we're going to have a little trip round Barnard Castle. Alright, and we'll see you later. Hole in the wall leading to Newgate and the river. The building was formerly known as the Meeting House. Visiting speakers including John Wesley, the founder of Methodism. Okay, so we'll have a little wander down here then, through this wonderful gap, the hole in the wall. Making our way through Barnard Castle here. Despite living in the northeast most of my life, I've actually never been to Barnard Castle. So it's a new trip for everyone, this. Looks like a buttercross in front of us. Lots of towns have these, sort of a meeting point. So we're heading through the town. Going to make our way down to the river edge. Here's the parish church, St Mary's Parish Church, Barnard Castle. According to this, St Mary's Parish Church was built in 1130. Right, okay, we've got a bridge. This could be fun for Izzy and Bertie as we come to the River Tees. The whole river bank. Person's using this to entitle one on this. Okay, interesting. We'll follow this little path round. Right, what's this contraption then? The remaining wheels from the machine used to control the mill race. That is the channel along which the water runs from its source to the mill. Okay. So there used to be an old mill here by the river. Nice view of the castle from this particular viewpoint. Excellent view of the castle from there, from this point. hopefully we'll get up there, and if it's still open we might be able to have a little wander around, although we're running short of time. We've only got 2 hours on the car park. We'll see how long it takes to get there and what time we've got left. From the last bridge up to the town centre, it's a bit of a climb. So I think it'll be a slow stroll up. We get to the top of the hill and guess what we're in? It's a crazy gulf. Here we go then. Barnard Castle. So it looks open. And we've got about half an hour left on the car park, so we'll have a very quick trip in. It's English Heritage, of which we are members, so you don't have to pay. Might as well make advantage of it. Okay, so we've got in. And apparently you can wander around the whole grounds. So, Barnard Castle, occupying a naturally strong defensive position above the River Tees, one of the largest in the north of England. There's the castle walls there, and I'll pan round quite slowly just so you get an idea how big the inner part of the castle is. You can see in the distance the castle walls. It brings you around to the towers and all the way back round to where we came in. You get a lovely view from here, from the castle walls. You can see in the distance then the River Tees, heading towards the bridge that we crossed half an hour ago. Inner ward. This formed the core of the castle and was a stronghold and place of residence for the Balials and their successors. So if I pan up, you'll see the remains of the inner ward. The Great Ditch. The inner ward was separated from the middle ward by this Great Ditch, a formidable defensive feature dug in the 12th century. There you go, there's a little view of it. Okay. That's our little tour of Barnard Castle and the castle. Quite nice, eh?
Yes, it's very nice.
So we'll drift back to the car park because we've got about 10 minutes left, quarter of an hour left, and then head off to our campsite at Middleton in Teesdale, which is about 10 miles from here, I think. So here we are then, we've arrived at Leekworth Caravan Park, Middleton in Teesdale. Right, we've arrived nicely at the campsite, and what an absolutely fabulous spot we've picked. You can look at behind us, we're sort of hemmed in by this lovely wall and a house at the back, so we've got our own little corner. Very, very nice. So our plan really is just to have a relaxing evening because it's been a 3-hour drive to get here. And then tomorrow we're going to take a trip up the North Pennines and see this part of Durham. Take in perhaps Low Force, Gibson's Cave and many other things that we spot on the route. I'm from this part of the world, the northeast, so many of these things I do know, but I haven't been for quite a long time, so it'd be quite nice to get there and see some of these things again. Two very relaxed doggies since we've arrived. They've been fed and it's now time for sleepy time. There's one there, if I move around, the ones there. They've booked their spot for the night. It's tea time. Before we have our lunch tea, we're going to have a little wander around the campsite. This is the reception and the toilet block, and there's our van, so we're very handy for it. And apparently the river is just over here where the gate is, so we're going to go and have a wander down there. This is a campsite. It's for anyone really, but at the moment it seems to be all caravans. And I wonder how many of these are sort of static or seasonal, like they call it now, isn't it? It's a lovely setting though. And it's apparently a 5-minute walk into Middleton in Teesdale. I was talking to the owner and they were talking about Low Force and Gibson's Cave. He says, oh, you can walk from here, it's not that far. So if you wanted to leave your van and spend a day going out without using the van, it's an ideal site. You walk to Low Force, Gibson's Cave. Oh, how about that for a spot? And you can see those people who have picked the vans, spot on the vans, right on the edge. And there's the River Tees. A lot of people don't know much about Durham. It seems to bypass it. Everyone seems to go up to Northumberland. Not that Northumberland's not very nice, of course Northumberland's beautiful. But you don't know what you're missing if you miss out Durham. All you have to do is come off at Scott's Gap and make your way down to this North Pennines part of Durham. Here we go, have a wander down here. Whoops, daisy. Continue to stroll around the river. This is the campsite. Zoom in there. That's there's where our van is. You can see the lovely setting that we've put our van in. John's just spotted some wild anemones. So I'll put the picture up. If it's a good one, I'll put a picture up at the end. Jan, what's so special about wild anemones then?
Well, just don't never see them very often around our way, where we live. So it's nice to see them by the riverside. Don't often see them in Leicestershire. Certainly not near where we live anyway. Good girl. Good girl. How do you do? You wait off.
Good morning. And we have some early visitors to us for breakfast. Strangely enough, they came here last night and our doggies sat on the captain's chair here and just watched them. Having said that, they're born in the countryside, our doggies, and when we go for a walk, we just walk past ducks as if they're just common.
Yeah, they don't take any notice of them.
Yeah.
So you're used to walking along the canal all the time.
So, there we go. Well, good morning again. Breakfast time in the van. And today I'm going to take Jan around Durham. Seeing that every time we do come back to my home area in the northeast, it's always Northumberland. So I thought we'd do a little tour of Durham. Starting, sorry?
We're not going to Durham, we're going around
Correct.
Durham.
County Durham. County Durham, yeah. So we're going to start off by going up the North Pennines and following the route from Middleton and Teesdale up towards Alston. And we're taking in Gibson's Cave. There's a nice waterfall there. Walk across to Low Force. We're either going to head up then and just see as it goes anything else that we might take of interest. But we're then certainly going to go to Killip Wheel, the lead mining industry museum up there.
It's a lovely museum.
Yeah.
It's got the Peter Lee painter's artwork in as well, which is lovely.
Oh, right, I look forward to that then. And then probably head back to Stanhope and then back over the top of the common. That's a lovely route, heading back to Middleton and Teesdale. But like we always do on our travels, we spot something on our way and stop off. So join us. Okay, so we parked up here at Bowley's Visitor Centre. Cafe in the Visitor Centre is up that way, and Low Force, so we'll be heading up there shortly. And we're going to head this way to go to Gibson's Cave and Summerhill Waterfall. For those who don't like to do a lot of walking, it's about 600 metres to it, to this point, so it's a nice leisurely stroll. The old quarry, it's an old quarry, peaceful place where trees and plants thrive. But from 1920 to 46, it was a busy working quarry, providing limestone for Teesside's iron and steel industries. There you go. So, shows you how much I know. This is a quarry face. Bottom part of the waterfall, you can see if I zoom in, you can see the different levels of the waterfall. That's quite impressive. Now there's something you don't normally see in the walk. Not too far. A picture framed between two trees. Very clever. John again spotted something. I think it's a primrose. Anything particularly good about that, or was it just a nice picture?
No, I just thought I'm trying to document the wildflowers along here. So.
Okay. And here we go. Here's our first sighting of the waterfall in Gibson's Cave. A lovely sight it is. Let's get a bit closer. Okay, so we're going to go into the cave area, walk around under the cave. You get a fabulous view of the waterfall from behind you. There we go. That's where we've been. Quite stunning, isn't it? Somewhere here there's a dipper, just gone down.
No, he's up here now.
There, can you see it? There's a dipper. It just came out with a what sort of sack is it?
There's an egg sack he was
An
bringing
egg
out.
sack.
Here he is. And I think I've got him.
Just
He
blow
goes
off
up again.
up there, and he's got a nest up there.
Yeah. Come on, through you
Okay, so
go.
we arrived back from Gibson's Cave and went to Bowleys Information Centre. We'll pop in there on the way back. Meanwhile, we're heading now across the fields here to Low Force. Again, another short trip. So again, if you're someone who likes to go visiting somewhere but not like long walks, this is a perfect spot. 2 600-metre walks. Right, Low Force is not far ahead. Okay, so we've entered this sort of woodland area.
Right, come on then, we're going down this way. Got more steps is.
Are these bluebells, Jan?
Yeah.
So bluebells are just starting to come out here.
Whereas they're out in fall where we live.
Are they out already?
Yeah,
Up there?
yeah, they're in my garden, they're full. Yeah.
I thought didn't there were any bluebells in the garden.
Well, they're early. No, I've got loads of bluebells in the stumpery.
All right. Okay. Didn't realise.
These are wild violets.
Which
These
ones?
little ones are wild violets.
Okay. So it's there.
They're wild violets.
All right. A cracking little woodland area.
And there's some, this is wild garlic, but it's not out yet.
Okay.
It's got in bud, but it's not out yet. There's some over there in flower. Take some pictures of that for my record.
Sorry, what did you say they were, John?
Celandines.
Okay. While John's taking a picture there, if we follow the camera and just through the trees there, and I'll zoom in, you can see Low Force. We'll get a bit closer to it. Okay, attention, Winch Bridge, grade 2 listed structure. So it says one at a time, so 1 and 2 doggies then. And then Jan can come up behind afterwards. Go on, you two. Oh, Izzy's not going to come across here, is she? Whoa.
Go on, Iz.
Not sure I like this either. Okay, so there's part of Low Force. I don't like bridges, especially ones that wobble, so I'm going to get across quite quickly. Okay, so we've got Bertie.
Come on.
Very cautiously Izzy, very cautiously walking across, keeping to one of the planks because she doesn't like the gap between the planks.
I'll take a picture and I'll take you over. Mummy, take a picture and then we'll take you over.
Come on, Izzy.
And I'll bring you over. Come on.
Jan's
There you
having to put her on a lead. She will not go in the middle, she's going along this single plank.
There.
You know. Okay, I'm going to pan round slowly. There's the bridge, just crossed over. And then coming into view. The waterfall ahead of you is Low Force. Tumbles over the windsill, a layer of hard rock called dolerite, which is known locally as windstone. Okay, so we've got some sheep ahead. And I think we'll keep them off the lead for these particular type of sheep. But he's going to go and investigate. There we go, a wonderful place to be a walker. Couldn't agree more.
Oh, back here. Good girl. There we go. Alright, we're staying there.
So we've stopped off at the Bowleys Visitor Centre where I had a stunning scone and I treated myself to cream and jam. Jan had a lovely cheese scone. They're all gone, I'm afraid.
It's huge.
It was a bit big, wasn't it?
Yeah, doggies helped me out.
There you go. So after this, we'll probably be heading off to, well, we don't know. So we'll probably get back to the van and have a look and see what the map is and decide then. Right, we're right back to the car, so we're going to head off now. We're thinking of going to Cow Green Reservoir, but it's a bit late in the day for that. So that'll probably be for another journey next time we come up to Durham. So instead we're going to head up to Killip Lead Mining Museum. So join us on this journey.
But we recommended the cafe at Bowleys. Brilliant, food is excellent and very friendly staff.
And what did we buy there?
2 books, a tea cosy and some lovely homemade jam.
What sort of tea cosy?
An owl-faced tea cosy.
All right, okay, lovely. Right, there we go then. So they got our money's worth. Right, catch you later. Unfortunately, our mic stopped working, so I'll overdub the dialogue that follows. So, we went to Nented Mines Heritage Centre. Unfortunately, it was closed for renovation. So, we turned round, travelled back along Weardale and ended up here at Stanhope and visited the Durham Dales Visitor Centre. Now that's well worth a visit, especially if you want something different for Christmas shopping. Next we're going to head over Middleton Common and back to Teesdale. So follow us on this journey and later on we'll stop off at Eggleston Hall Gardens and show you round. What are these, Johnny, you're taking a photograph of?
Solomon seal. It's an ancient plant. It's supposed to be one of the sort of prehistoric plants, but it has tiny white bell flowers underneath it.
Go look at this tree here, beautiful. John, what is it?
It's a cherry, but it's called the paper bark tree because every year it takes a leaf area off each year. The bark comes off and renews itself. So that one's already gone off, so you can see it's nice and shiny. Whereas this one is the old stuff that's coming off, peels off.
Walking around the nursery part of the garden here. Hmm?
Step over fruit trees.
Oh yes.
But look, they've done in the middle like an arch. Can you see? They've done one like an arch.
Oh
it's
yeah.
like apple trees, but they've done it like a big arch.
Hmm.
That's wonderful.
No, Bertie, you can't go in there. Oh yes, you can.
Oh, I can plodge.
I'm not sure you want a drink. Are you thirsty? Come on, Bertie, we'll give you a drink. £2.50's worth. So, back to Middleton and Teesdale, and a little rest, and then we'll explain to you what we're doing tomorrow, because we're heading away from the North Pennines and drifting down to the coast. So we'll explain that to you later. Oh, here we are then. We've arrived at this lovely car park. It's Seaham. I'll just take you around here. The cafe in the distance there.
Motorhome bays for us as well.
Okay, so, and if I just pan round just behind me, there's the beach. So we're going to have a nice little walk down the beach with our doggies. We've been looking forward to this all holiday. Catch us on the beach. So I hope you've enjoyed our tour of the North Pennines in County Durham. Join us shortly where we'll show episode 2 where we'll go and visit the coast of County Durham. So hope you will join us shortly. Until then, bye for now.